What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. First video of 2023. I've been working on a couple things. Sorry I haven't posted. A couple videos coming at you. But we are back out at Bradenton Motorsports Park. Do a little bit of testing with the Camaro. And our boy Jack and Jimmy. We're not going to try and set the world on fire today. We're just solely trying to get data and basically fine tune and hone in on what we've already got so that we can start to go faster. So it's going to be a nice day. Good day racing. Good day testing. Santa Claus came all the way down from the North Pole, shaved his beard. You having fun, bud?
Hey, man.
So,
like right here. I mean, you're on your back, but everything's like right there.
all the plugs on this car you got to get from the bottom. So basically what we're doing is, it's got brisk strapless plugs in it. We're going to put strapped 11 plugs in it. And we're going to start checking our timing and make sure everything is good. And yeah, start picking at the tune-up a little bit, just cleaning it up.
Having flashbacks. I used to have to do this in the
I remember that. Yeah, way back in the day. So this is what the plug looked like that was in it. There's no strap on it. So these plugs have been in there for a hot minute too, but we'll get the strap plugs in it. That way we can kind of know where we're at with timing, where we need to be with timing and fueling and all that stuff. All right, guys. Jack's got all the plugs swapped over. Got a mild tune in it. I'm going to check over the AMS real quick and put a, not slow nitrous ramp, but nothing really crazy or aggressive, just so we can get a plug read on it. And we'll run it to the 330, tow it back, pop the plugs out, get a good read on it, see where we're at.
All right, guys. So you know the deal. We are out here at the Disney World of Racetracks, Bradenton Motorsports Park. And you guys know the car. The Gonzo Bullet. We're in the Camaro. And we're doing some pre-race testing. Coming up the end of this month, US Street Nationals, Bradenton Motorsports Park. Be there if you want to see some of the closest, most badass side-by-side small tire racing in the world. Also, Pro Mods will be there. You know, them big tire sissy stick cars, but they're fast. Some of the closest side-by-side racing will be here end of the month, Bradenton Motorsports Park. And we are gearing this car up to try to dominate Ultra Street come US Street Nationals. So about to make our first rip. It's only going to be a short one. If it takes the hit, we're going to the shift, getting out of it, collecting data, and going to try to get this thing where it needs to be, back on par.
All right, okay, not too bad. First lick with a soft tune-up, 110/60, 307, 330, and I think he was out of it before 330. So solid lit. We get a plug read, progress from there. Hey, bud, did you have it in 2?
Yeah.
Really?
That was a 2.
Dude, that's pretty spicy for 2.
I'm pretty sure we had it spiced. Oh yeah, 110 with a 7.
And that's what timing. That's
it felt fast.
I pulled another degree and a half out of it just so we were safe on the plug.
Yeah, it left, and it was like.
I know it started.
I was like, oh. Okay.
It started tuning the tire a little bit. I was like, that's pretty good for like setting 2.
I know. Hey.
I expected a 107, but it was a 110 on the rear tire. I mean, the front tire was in the air.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So.
Hey, good first lick.
Yeah, we'll get a plug reading.
Yeah.
So I'll push you back. So that's what that would look like with twins on it.
It's got twin turbo.
Big boys.
Dual power adder.
Twin 140 millimeter.
Twin 144s with the nitrous.
Woo!
Bluetooth injected.
What do you think about that?
Oh, look at that. Twin 140.
I know.
With it.
Electric turbos. Who'd have thunk it? All right, guys. Everything on here looks good. He was out of the throttle 2.24 seconds. So that thing was actually on a pretty good lick. So we're going to get the plugs out of it and look at our timing mark, cut a couple plugs up, look at our fuel ring, and go from there. All right, guys, we got all the plugs pulled out. They're all cut. So you can see, it's hard to tell on these because it's light gray, but you can see 5 right here. See that black ring? That's actually your fuel ring. So 5 is very, very rich. So when going through our individual cylinder correction, we noticed that 5 actually has 10% more fuel than any of the other cylinders. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take that away from it because it doesn't need it. 8 had a degree of timing pulled away from it. The timing mark looks good. There's not even really a timing mark on it. So we're going to put the degree back in it. And then 5, we're just going to pull. We're not going to add the fuel here. The rest of them we're going to leave alone and make another 330 hit, pull them back out, and do the exact same thing. Alrighty. Don't you dare. Alright, guys. Got our 3rd hit tune up in here. Cleaned up the fueling just a little bit more. This time we're going to run it all the way to the 8th, get us another plug read. If everything looks good from that, then we will proceed to trying to get this thing to 60 foot a little bit harder. But right now we're just working on getting the tune up clean, and we should be good to go.
All right, guys, so on that one, went faster than we were expecting to go, which is good. It's always a good thing it goes faster than what you planned. Got some really good data. Nate applied that data to the tune, made some small changes, put another fresh set of plugs in it. We're gonna go a little bit further down the racetrack now, get a little bit more data, and repeat what we just did. Make some changes. And just keep doing that all day until we have us a winning hot rod. We got all the right pieces, we got enough knowledge. We just got to put it all together and make it go. It sounded weird when it left.
Real weird.
Well, old Buddha and Dougal gonna be back because I turned the camera off to wait for the track to be ready and forgot to turn it back on before the pass. But it went. it took everything we did. We went a little further, went to the 330. Everything felt good, sounded good, felt fast. So we're gonna go ahead and repeat what we just did. We'll get the car down there, get it up, get it cooled, get it plugs pulled out, cut apart, and check the bill of health of the spark plug. Then go ahead and gather all the data we got, apply it to the tune if needed, and maybe turn up the nitrous and see if everything's still happy with more nitrous, and then go from there and see what we can get this thing to do. That last pass, we went to the gear change, which is before the 330. I was out of the gas at 2.2 into the run, and it rolled to a 307 to the 330. So this one, we went past the 330 under power to see what the 330 would be. And I mean, it felt just as fast, if not a little bit faster than the pass before. And if it did pick up any, it should be a pretty stellar, you know, like 292, 293 to the 330, which is right on par to where we got to be. Some of the guys in the Old Street class are going, you know, 289, 288 on, you know, those 446, 445 passes y'all seen if you guys follow the class. So ideally, we're trying to get there or better than that today. So we know we have a hot rod that can run top of the class, if not top tier in the class. We have all the right tools. Like I said earlier, we have, you know, the best of the best. We have enough knowledge. You know, we're not a bunch of idiots. We have enough knowledge to know that we can make it happen. We just got to put it all together. We have all the right pieces to the puzzle. They're just not put in place yet. Once all the pieces fall in line, though, we're going to turn on a lot of wind lights this year with this car and try to win us as many races as possible.
No, I think you got into the wheelie control just a little bit is what I'm thinking, because it went a lot slower to the 60 foot.
Yeah.
So it was up a little bit higher, especially than the last pass. The last pass was only a little bit. That one was up a good, the tire was off the ground a good foot or so, so I think it got into the wheelie control a little bit.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that could tell us either it's making more horsepower or something like that too, but...
Well, yeah, I mean, if we cleaned up the tune-up and changed nothing else and it gets into the wheelie control, then we know it's going fast.
We'll see. We'll get it back and... Yeah, we'll get it back and pull the log and check her out. But yeah, I expected it to go faster. It was weird because I had my earbuds in.
Yeah.
And it sounded like it kind of broke up. I was like, oh, that makes sense when it's slow. Then I watched the video. I was like, no, it sounds pretty clean. So...
Yeah.
But it was up. I stepped off to the side, kind of over by the wall, just so I could see the side, and it was up a good ways.
Yeah, definitely was tooted. Yeah, that's for sure. But hey, made the trip.
3 A to B's.
3 A to B's.
3 A to B's. We got to go faster. We got to go be. We need to be going A to B, bottom like 50s and 51s, an occasional 40, and we'll have a competitive car.
We get that 107 back in right there.
Yeah, we need to go from the 10. That was we went the wrong way on that one. We need to go 107, 105, 104. And start getting down.
107, 106 in the heat, 103 or 104 at
night.
You know, perfect track.
Yeah.
And, you know,
for sure. It's got it. We'll get there. Picking at it. All right, guys. So it actually didn't get into the wheelie control. When I first pulled up and started looking at it, I noticed it was a little bit rich on the hit. Basically what happened was these two lines right here are nitrous before block pressures. So how much pressure is actually going into the motor. And you can see it was actually less nitrous going into the motor. So you can see this was the previous run here and then our run here. So all in that area right there, we're thinking we might have an iffy bottle or maybe some plungers that could be an issue. So we're gonna try a fresh bottle, fresh set of plugs, same exact tune-up and see what it does.
All right, guys, you know the drill. Fresh set of plugs. Go up there and we're going the full 8th mile in this rip. So we liking what we're seeing. And time to see what we picked up. to see what it ran. That felt good. Alright, so you guys know the drill by now. Wait for old TuneEmAll to get down here and pick me up, push it back, check the data, check the plugs, see if we need to make a change. Pretty much end goal of the day will be to be just as quick as a PB or faster. Now right now on these strap plugs, we don't have the same timing in it and we haven't turned the power up yet. So if we can match or beat our PB of that 453 at the one that we did in Cecil, if we can match that or beat it right now, we have 3 more settings on this nitrous controller and we have 1 more degree of timing. We're going to roll back into the motor to be where we were when we did that. And if, you know, we match the PB or beat it with a degree out and less nitrous on these spark plugs, we put it back to where it was, it should go into the 40s. You know, 447 or 448 would be ideal to end the day with, and that'll put us right on par to be a top tier competitor in this class. Now, it's not that we weren't competitive in the class, we just were always on the bottom half of the ladder, and being there is not necessarily bad, but it makes you have to be perfect every time you go down the track to beat the person next to you. It left us no room for error, and it wasn't that we weren't doing good, it just we always fell short. Everything fell short our way, and we're trying to overcome that and get above that, get beyond that level, and try to be the guy that just has to let go of the button, go down the track every time and turn on wind lights without having to work so hard for it. And that's why we're out here testing. That's what we're here to do.
Well, did you notice the stutter?
Well, the thing, like on the start.
As soon as you let go of the button, it was like,
yeah, it kind of left though and kind of did it.
yeah, that stuttered pretty heavy. Like as soon as you let go of the button, it just. So we're gonna look at it, but yeah, it only went on 122 60 foot.
Yeah, I noticed it in the car, but it still felt.
Yeah, it went a 70 or something like that. 152, 153.
Wonder what it was.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. I thought I heard that last time, but when you watch the video, you don't really hear it.
Yeah.
But that's what I thought it did last time.
I wonder if it's like a lean spike or something.
We'll look at it, but it shouldn't. I mean, it shouldn't be lean. Yeah, guys, we got something going on here with the nitrous side. So this is a pressure again. Those 2 runs, you can see how much less nitrous is actually moving. Let me pull up our first run so you can see that. Yeah, look at the difference there. So this is the first run. This is our nitrous block pressure. That was that run right there. No changes at all to the progressive, and it's definitely got a problem. So we're gonna figure that out. All right, guys. So
I'm wondering.
we don't have a whole lot of time left in the rental, so different style bottle, and we changed the nitrous relay, the solenoid driver. So hopefully that may fix the issue. Other than that, we pulled the solenoids apart, checked everything. Everything looks good. So we're gonna try this and see what happens. Hopefully that fixes it.
All right, so as you guys saw in that pass, slowed down, did the same thing that made us chase the plungers and the nitrous solenoids at the last race. And so we went ahead and drained that bottle. We're gonna take it apart, make sure it's not a dip tube issue in the nitrous bottle, and go from there. We didn't really change much to the tune-up. We just looked over some data, and then gonna go out there, see if we can get back to that 107, see what it'll run out the back. Before we make a power increase change and really try to get after it, we'll probably make this pass, get the car turned around, and make try to make one more and see if we can get this thing to go a new PB today. curious to see if it picked up any better than that last pass. See if this bottle, you know, see if we were onto something with thinking, you know, it was the bottle or whatnot. It felt good though. I mean, felt strong, still kind of, you know, wheelied and, you know, did its thing. So, but hey, car's working. Right now it's about 4 o'clock. Sun's been beating on the track. There's not a single cloud in the sky today in Florida. The sun's been beating on the track hard, you know, hard and heavy since about, you know, 10:30, 11 o'clock. So these are really similar, like that track temp condition with the sun beating on it and stuff would be really similar to what we would run, you know, in the, you know, third round or semis or the finals of a big race out here. So the fact that we just went down through there like that in those same conditions is really good. We're getting a lot of very useful data. Haven't turned the car up yet, still had the degree pulled out of it for running this plug over the plug we race on, and all that stuff is going to give us more and more power. So if it just repeated the 107 60 foot there with the 297 330, we should have went, you know, a 54 or 55 on paper. So hopefully we got back the short track we lost on that last pass and see if we can get this thing to go faster.
It was a little better, but 61. Definitely in wheelie control on that one.
Yeah, I was gauging by the height of the wheelie and the distance of the wheelie that we found or fixed a problem.
I don't know that it fixed it because...
Well, it's definitely better because that's the first time today it's wheelie that high for that long.
Well, so it's wheeling though because it's not accelerating fast enough and the nitrous is coming in harder than it's supposed to later.
Yeah.
So that's why it's starting to wheelie more, but we'll get it back and look at it. But yeah, something funky.
Very odd.
I can't wait to figure out what it is. But
Appalled or puzzled, whatever you want to call it. Less than ideal.
We started off having a productive day, which
great.
Now it's not a not productive day because we'll see how much it was in the wheelie control there.
Yeah.
It still went a 3.0 to the 330.
Yeah.
And it went a 61 back split. But I think we found a couple things in the middle of the track that if we can get it figured out, it should
the
go.
Short track back, what we gained in the middle, plus out the back,
Yep.
it should do something.
Yeah, it should go a little faster. But we'll.
We got data.
Yeah.
We got oil pressure.
I'd say we get these plugs out, but we got to go get this thing back in the trailer, get out of the way because they have another deal tonight. So
Thursday night testing deal.
All right, well let's hurry up. We'll regroup up back there.
All right, guys, so looks like it did the exact same thing on that one. I pulled the data log and it did the same thing. So we'll have to get it apart. We might have to just take the nitrous system apart itself, go through everything, blow everything out, clean everything, and then we can test it. We should be able to see it if we just run the system dry like that. Should be able to see what it's doing. So we're going to pack up and head on out. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys watching this. This is the first video of 2023. We got some moonshine updates coming at you. We're going to be racing U.S. Street Nationals. So next video you're going to be seeing is some moonshine updates. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, stay tuned. We'll see you in the next episode.